Today is our kickoff day. I'm Zachariah Holland, my co-chair, essentially, my chair.
Hi, I'm Nancy Partosa with the Greater Gaming Society.
And I'm with the Association for Computing and Machinery. This month, we are kicking off an event called VelociCode. Essentially, it's a month-long event for hacking to build something. So welcome in. Excited to have y'all here and ready to get started talking and letting everybody know what's going on.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, so welcome you guys to VelociCode. Again, we're here live in person at UTSA, thanks to the Student Success Center with University College. And we're really glad to partner with a lot of local companies here in San Antonio to bring you this hackathon game jam event. So if you guys haven't participated in a hackathon or a game jam, this is a great time to do so because it is a month-long event from June 1st to June 28th. So
cool.
Next one.
So what is VelociCode, right? First off, that's the name we came up with. So it's Velociraptors in code, but it is a month-long event for developers, designers, creatives, anybody who wants to build something. The reason why we chose the verbiage for hackathon instead of game jam, I want to make sure we're pretty clear about this, is that a hackathon implies that you can kind of build with whatever you want, however you want. We didn't want the stigmatism of a game jam to negatively impact, like you had to use a game engine to build something. You can use whatever you want to build. If you were here in person with us, we were talking about you could build with Python if you would like. You can build with JavaScript. You can build with Unreal and Unity, right? So your limitation is not there, but it is building that game, right? The other cool piece that we're excited for this to be is that it is team-oriented or solo adventure. So if you want to build by yourself or with people, that's totally up to you. And then the big important call-out date here is June 27th will be your submission deadline. Like I said, it is a month long. It starts today as soon as we reveal the theme, and it's due on June. So, ready to keep us going. So,
yeah. And June 28th will be the, what's it called?
The showcase.
The showcase.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one. So how to participate? Well, watching this live stream is a good start for participating, but we would really like you guys to register for the event. Please use the bit.ly link and sign up with your team or participate solo. You can, like we said, choose any kind of tools, any engine, game engine, language, any platform. We are open to all mediums. And also, we encourage you to join our VelociCode events throughout the month of June. They're really to encourage the community and collaboration, and especially if you just need an excuse to just work on it or have someone play your game or bounce ideas off of, we're hoping to create more game development focused events or coding focused events to help encourage you guys throughout this month. Because I know it can be kind of like, oh man, a whole month. But if you just take those times during the VelociCode events to work on the game, then you'll have a finished product at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget to join the discussion in the GGS Discord. We have another bit.ly link right there as well. And we have a channel specifically for VelociCode, like conversation. So.
Yeah. And you can find that little dinosaur. So he's not fried yet, so he's a little green. Cool. Thank you, Ansley. And so we said it a couple of times today, but some important dates to keep in mind on is that development can start today. You can actually, and I want to be specific, you can actually port over an existing project as well. I'm not restricting you from not using your previous creations, but you do have to include the theme that we will announce today, whether or not it's, do whatever manner. So. That submission deadline again is June 27th at 11:59 p.m. That will be submitted on devpost.com. If there are issues when submission comes around, totally reach out to that contact email that we have on there at team@acmsa.org. Also continue on that. We are still working on solidifying our venue. I know on the meeting right now it says Techport, but we're going to make sure that we secure that space before. But the date does not change. We are planning for June 28th. That is a Saturday. We will be conducting that from 4 to 6:30 p.m. So that'll include the showcase of presenting your project to your judges, the judging deliberation time, as well as the prizing and presentations at the end there. Everything here, and Ansley and I mentioned already, is that there's going to be some events through the month. You can always keep track of that. We'll make official announcements in the GGS Discord. We will hopefully I'll make sure that most of that gets posted to our social medias as well, just for communication. But the official channel will be the GGS Discord. Cool.
All right. So you may be wondering, like, what do you need to do for your game? Like, what kind of criteria? Besides the secret theme, these are the different judging criterias. We have creativity, theme utilization, presentation, execution, and technical skill. And I don't know if you want to like speak to any of these specifically.
Yeah, so a lot of these can be open-ended. It'll kind of be up to the judging panel that makes these final decisions. But we chose 5 for a reason. It's easier to point base off of that when we complete the judging. But creativity, is your idea unique or imaginative? Execution is how did you execute on it, right? Like, during the presentation time, it's good to show that, like, hey, I've started this before, or like this was the plan with my team, and like, we all built these pieces and completed it there. Theme utilization, that's the piece that we're about to announce. So how did you use that? Technical skill, it's always good to see the different levels known here. It's not going to be a hindrance if you are a beginner versus somebody that's been in the field for 20 years. It's just going to be, how did you do, right? Like, and all that will come through at that last point right there that is judging criteria is the presentation itself, right? Presentation is all about upselling yourself about it, what the project is, and how it is. I'm hoping to host one event on how to present and how to submit to DevPost. So that'll be one of the events, and hopefully if you're curious about all of this stuff and all this criteria, you can attend that one for sure. This is not the only place you will see the judging criteria. DevPost does have all of this information for you. So if you have any questions later on, if DevPost does not answer that, ask us in the Discord.
All right. And then let's see here. So some upcoming events, we are going to be partnering with some awesome individuals in San Antonio. We're partnering with the Unreal Engine Meetup, Alamo Tech Collective, DevSA, and more to be announced. So these workshops will allow you guys to learn new things about whether it's Unreal Engine, whether it's about programming, and just kind of help you guys build together and, socialize with other people within the VelociCode event. And don't forget to follow the social media links for Greater Gaming Society and ACM. And as always, the Discord is the main hub for communication.
Cool.
Okay. And then it's time for the theme reveal.
The piece that you'll be using, right? Like almost like an unseen like drums. I don't know if it'll be too loud, like recording, right?
Everyone in the live stream is like, why are they hitting the table? Okay, so yes, the theme of VelociCode is kind of dinosaurs, but the theme that you guys need to work with and somehow incorporate in your own interpretation in your games for this hackathon is egg.
Egg. And that's it.
Yep, it's egg.
However you want to interpret it, however you want to use it, title, gameplay, player, whatever it might be. It's limitless for sure. So excited to see what y'all do with this. Excited to see what things come out of it. I mean, I'd be interested to see what happens with the shape of an egg. So, all kinds of different ideas. Excited for this one. So,
yeah. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or Zachariah, and especially talk in the Discord. I think that is about everything, right?
Yeah, we got a couple more and then we'll close out here. So like we said, kickoff. So we're keeping it short and sweet. So what now, right? You just found out the theme. It's the time to start building. And you have now until the 27th at 11:59. One of the things we were talking about before is like, we'd love to showcase y'all's projects prior to the event. If you feel you're in a good enough spot, or you like what you're doing and you feel like you've made some good progress, we'd like to showcase y'all across, the GGS and ACM's social medias. So if that's a spot for you that you're interested in, let us know. And just know that it is due. I just wrote that the final deadline is June 28th. It is June 27th at 11:59. So make sure you drill that in. I'm excited to see y'all on that last builder day and some of the events. So keep an eye out for events to get posted. And excited for y'all to participate. Anything else to add?
No, I think that covers pretty much everything. Just don't hesitate to reach out or even brainstorming. I mean, I think it's pretty much a community effort. And if you guys need help finding a group, you can also do that within the Discord.
Love it. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. The last slide is just some QR codes if y'all need them to register, to add on to things, and follow our social medias. So the Luma calendar is where we will be posting events for this event. So if you're curious about what's going on, definitely the thing to subscribe to. And then the dev post is where you register for your project. So excited for this, excited to have this. Excited for y'all to be here. Thanks for everybody that came in person. I know it's just short and sweet, so that's what we were hoping for it to be. But we're hoping to see y'all a lot more these next couple weeks. So thank y'all, everybody.
Yep.
Cool.
Thank y'all.
Laters online.